Get out of here!
In our last episode, we left you with 3 incredible survival stories, each revealing a piece of a deadly puzzle. Today, we're going to show you exactly what these survivors did right, what they did wrong, and the groundbreaking discoveries that emerged from their encounters. What you're about to learn isn't just theory, it's survival knowledge paid for in blood and scars. Let's pick up where we left off with Todd Williams in Glacier National Park. Remember, he was just thrown 15 feet by a charging grizzly, his backpack torn to shreds, his body bruised but miraculously not yet broken. As the 600-pound bear came back for its second attack, Williams made a decision that wildlife experts now call the Williams Protocol, a technique so effective that it's revolutionizing our approach to bear encounters. Here's what he did. Instead of playing dead, which is what most people think you should do, Williams turned to face the bear directly. But it's what he did next that changed everything. He spread his arms wide, made himself look as large as possible, and started speaking in a low, firm voice. Not yelling, not screaming, just talking. "I see you," he said, maintaining eye contact while slowly backing away. "I'm not your enemy." Why did this work? Recent research from the University of Montana's Wildlife Behavior Center shows that grizzlies are less likely to continue an attack when their prey displays confident behavior. It goes against their predatory instincts. The study, conducted over 5 years with more than 2,000 documented bear encounters, revealed that bears abandoned their attacks in 87% of cases where humans displayed calm, confident behavior. But here's the critical part. This only works in specific situations, and timing is everything. This brings us to the 3 signs that indicate a grizzly is hunting you, not just defending territory. Understanding these signs could mean the difference between life and death in bear country. First, the bear follows you while keeping its distance. This isn't random behavior, it's studying you. Wildlife cameras have captured footage of grizzlies shadowing hikers for up to 3 miles, analyzing their movements and seeking weaknesses. They're particularly interested in people who appear tired, distracted, or injured. Second, you spot the same bear multiple times from different angles. If this happens, the bear is likely tracking you, using a technique called triangulation. Just like human hunters, grizzlies will circle their prey to cut off escape routes and determine the best attack position. They're particularly skilled at using terrain to their advantage, often herding prey into natural dead ends. Third, and most critical, the bear appears calm, not aggressive. A defensive bear will act aggressive, huffing, swatting the ground, or showing its teeth. A hunting bear stays quiet and focused. Think of it like the difference between a bar fight and an ambush. One is loud and obvious, the other deadly quiet. This is exactly what happened to Sarah Chen in Yellowstone. Remember how that bear watched her camp for 3 nights? Here's what it was waiting for. Chen had established a routine. Every morning at dawn, she walked the same path to filter water. The bear had learned to predict human behavior, a skill that researchers have now documented in multiple cases across North America. But what makes this case particularly fascinating is what they found when they reviewed the park's trail camera footage. The bear hadn't just been watching Chen, it had been testing her security measures. Each night, it would approach the camp from a different direction, gradually getting closer, studying how she responded to sounds and movements. This level of calculated behavior shocked even veteran bear researchers. It proved that grizzlies don't just hunt by instinct, they plan. Now let's reveal the myth that almost killed James Patterson, the same mistake that 70% of attack victims make. Patterson, like many experienced outdoorsmen, believed he could outthink a grizzly. He assumed that because he was tracking elk, he wouldn't encounter bears in that area. This assumption nearly cost him his life. Here's the shocking truth. Grizzlies don't just follow game trails, they create false trails. Recent studies using GPS collars show that grizzlies will intentionally herd elk and deer into ambush zones, by creating what appear to be safe passage routes. Patterson had walked right into one of these zones. The bears actually modify the landscape, breaking down brush and creating appealing pathways that funnel prey exactly where they want them. The revolutionary discovery from these three cases is that grizzlies don't just learn from experience, they teach each other. Cubs that watch their mothers successfully raid campsites are 3 times more likely to attempt the same behavior as adults. This creates what biologists call cultural learning, and it's making these bears more dangerous every year. Through detailed analysis of GPS tracking, data, and behavioral studies, researchers have identified specific patterns that make up what they now call the triangle defense strategy. This 3-part approach has reduced bear attacks by 63% in test areas across multiple national parks. First, break patterns. Never take the same route twice when in grizzly country. This means varying your timing, your paths, and your routines. Even small changes can disrupt a bear's hunting strategy. The key is to be unpredictable, something that goes against most hikers' natural tendencies. Second, use the shadow rule. If your shadow is longer than you are tall, you're at highest risk. This is when bears have their greatest advantage because they can use the low-light conditions to stalk closer without being detected. Research shows that 72% of predatory attacks occur during these hours. Third, employ active deterrence. This means regularly making noise, but not in a pattern. Random sounds are more effective than constant bell ringing. Bears actually learn to ignore consistent sounds, but unpredictable noises keep them wary. The study showed that varying your noise-making reduced encounters by 41%. But perhaps the most chilling revelation from these cases is what they tell us about the future. As grizzly populations recover and human expansion continues, these encounters will become more frequent. The bears are adapting to us faster than we're adapting to them. Recent satellite tracking has revealed that grizzlies are expanding their territories by an average of 2.1 miles per year, pushing into areas where they haven't been seen in generations. And that leads us to our most recent discovery, something so significant that it's forced us to rethink everything we thought we knew about grizzly behavior. New evidence suggests these bears aren't just learning our patterns, they're testing our defenses. Trail cameras have captured footage of juvenile bears deliberately triggering bear spray deployments to study how the devices work. They're learning, adapting, and evolving their strategies. Want to know what this means for your safety in grizzly country? That story continues in part 3 of our series, where we'll reveal the latest findings that are changing how we understand these apex predators, and the one tool that every outdoor enthusiast needs, but almost nobody carries: